Sitting in 9th place, Ella Wunger. In lane 9, 8th overall, Elisa Fuliano. Seventh overall, Matilda Oyen Garnes. In lane 8, 6th overall, Manon Aganes. And now for your top 5. In 5th, Emma Tall. In 4th, welcome Laura Horvath. In 3rd, Karen Freyova. Looking to make her 12th Games appearance, Annie Thorisdottir. And now for your number 1, Gabriella Magawa.
Top 5 for the women have already clinched their tickets to the CrossFit Games. Magawa, Thorisdottir, Freyova, Horvath, and Tall. Everybody else has some work to do here. Manal Anganese and Ella Wunger would both be rookies, Mads Jacobson, if they can clinch with this test.
Exactly. So what they have ahead of them, though, is 3 rounds per time. They start on the echo bike, move on to the toes to bar. They end up with a sandbag bear hug carry. The bag is 150 pounds for these ladies, and the time cap is 6 minutes.
Recipe for success: smart on the echo bike.
Be smart on the echo bike. You need to go fast, but not so fast that you start taxing yourself so you can't go fast on the toes to bar. Brings us to the toes to bar, which is where you win it. If you pace yourself correctly and you can go unbroken, congratulations, you've got a good shot.
Or as we saw in Heat 5, you could also lose on the toes to bar.
This is correct.
Laura Horvath, the number 1 ranked woman in the world, is in lane 7. Gabby Magawa, looking for her 2nd CrossFit sanctioned event win of her career, is in the middle in lane 5. Down to Laura.
Thanks, Joel. The battle between Gabriella Magawa and Annie Thorisdottir has been bubbling all weekend, and Gabby kept that in touch with the vast improvement we saw on her legless rope climbs in Test 6. But ultimately, Annie did win that event and close the gap. So therefore, coming into the final test of the day, it all comes down to this.
The 2020 champion of the Norwegian CrossFit Championship. That was Gabby Magawa's first ever CrossFit sanctioned win back in the Sanctional Series. For her to win a semifinal gives her a ton of momentum going into the games. Annie Thorisdottir, on the other side, is trying to win the CrossFit Games for the first time in more than a decade. It would be a remarkable feat.
It would be absolutely amazing. That being said, the way she's performed this weekend, I'm definitely putting her in the card of decks.
11 tickets to the CrossFit Games. We could be staring at 10 of the women to steal them here in this heat, but they've got some work to do to seal the deal. And we're underway with Emma McQuaid there in the green top, purple bottoms. Thorisdottir right, Magawa left.
And this is where experience plays a huge role, both on your performance, but also knowing that a lot of these ladies out here are going to come out to a very, very fast start. Some of them are going to drop off, but there will be some that you need to fight with.
Off the bike first is Emma Tall. And then everyone else arriving as if they answered the same alarm. These toes to bars are so smooth, especially for Magawa.
Very, very efficient, not taxing her grip more than she absolutely has to.
And Mads, you let the swing work for you here, right?
You have to let the swing work for you. You can't drop it so far that you don't have any tension, but you need to let it, patience, patience, patience. Get all the way down, then swing it back up.
Well, Tall was first to the toes to bar. It's Thorisdottir first to the sandbag. 150 pounds, you must drop over the line. 1 round down.
I love the speed with which Emma Thal came back to the bike.
Thal was your leader after day 1 of competition. We've talked about it all weekend. Did not compete at semifinals last year because of an illness. Fighting to get back after she qualified for the last chance qualifier in 2021.
And even though Thal has a pretty safe bet on her ticket, she wants to get back on the podium. But hey, Laura Horvath has different plans.
Laura Horvath is 3 points off of the podium, and she's the first to the toes to bar on the 2nd round. And look at Laura Horvath, the chest coming through. That swing is working for Laura Horvath.
It really is. I love that she does this. Just not taking it easy, but not taking the lead on the 1st round, but then getting after it. But also goes to show you the margins in this on this test are non-existent.
She's the #1 ranked woman in the world. She knows how to pace a test. Horvath with that 150-pound sandbag, and she is off.
Same time as Emma Thal. Laura Horvath has a little bit of a lead on Emma Thal.
Magawa in the orange pants is your leader by 16 points over Annie Thorisdottir. That's 6 spots on the leaderboard. And I don't know if there's 6 places between them, so Magawa may be in a pretty good spot right now to clinch the European semifinal championship.
But this is when you need to shut those voices in your head out and just go.
Final 5 calories of the semifinal for Laura Horvath.
She's onto the bar faster.
So far ahead of the rest. The #1 ranked woman in the world with eyes on her first ever CrossFit Games championship. Magawa, her training partner at times, is right behind her. Thorisdottir splitting the difference. The time to beat is 4:13.
And Annie's going fast as well. Geez, it's a dogfight.
Thorisdottir breaks. That's not a break. That's a wrap for Laura Horvath. Time to beat is 4:13. This should be no problem. Laura Horvath is the #1 ranked woman in the world. And in 2023, she's the #1 woman in Europe as well.
And here comes Magawa. Magawa beats Emma Thal on the sprint with the bag. But hey, all the way in the back, Ella Wunger
racing to the finish and maybe capping off a crown in the semifinal.
And Ella Wunger, I think she just got her ticket. Nothing I say is official in any way, shape, or form, but wow, where'd she come from?
Here comes Fuliano. Done in 4:43. That wraps up the heat. That was fast. 20th place for Fuliano. Gabby Magawa came in as your favorite for the title. Laura Horvath pushing on her heels. Annie Thorisdottir right behind. Another test win for Horvath. Thorisdottir is going to the games. It should be a semifinal crown, though, for Gabby Magawa.
Gabby Magawa's got to be pretty happy right now. She executed fantastically. But Laura Horvath, can we talk about that? She didn't start out the fastest, but when she got back on the bike on the 2nd time, that's when she started building her lead. Beautiful, beautiful toes to bar, taking her time, making sure that every rep counted, but that she didn't have to break. Got onto the bag, and once she got onto that bag, didn't just get the heat win, she got the test win.
Oh my goodness, she is asserting her dominance. She's not going to win this semifinal outright, but she is the #1 woman in the world. She will still be the #1 woman in the world, and she will go into the CrossFit Games as the favorite to exit as the #1 woman in the world. And she is with Lauren